Can you hear me? Testing. Hi guys, thank you for joining us again. Welcome to day 6 of the 12 days of yoga with Kat Harmon. Again, I'm so grateful that you are here joining us today. As you can see, I am out in space, so I don't exactly know how this video is going to go down, but that seems to be the theme of these videos so far, is just kind of going with the flow and making sure that you're taking the time to take care of yourself even when you're busy. Yeah. So don't really have an offering of props today. You may, if your shoulders are tight, want to grab a strap or a scarf again like yesterday in case they're kind of tight. The posture that we're working up towards today is a humble warrior or a geese a laying. Yeah, so let's begin starting at the top of our mats, feet together, ground down. Tuck that tailbone, lift the belly button to the spine, take a deep breath in and out. Another big breath in and out. Gently bring the eyes back into the space as you sweep the hands high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend at the knees if you need to. Hands to the earth or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Let's do it again. Inhale, rise and reach. Tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach again. Tall mountain. Hands sweep to the sky. Let's let the right hand grab the left wrist. Pull to the right for that side body stretch. Today, take a bend in that top elbow and just kind of explore that space. Keep pressing hips forward, lifting up through that low belly, maybe taking the chin towards the sky. Inhale back through center, switch that grip. Exhale over to the other side. Same thing. So just kind of like check in, like what's happening through the side body, and lengthen up. And if you're outside, I mean, it is a beautiful day. Wow, we got so lucky. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, and begin to palm the mat. Find your way back to plank, and let's pause here. So we're going to start to work on building up some core strength and finding that fire that's going to help us with that humble warrior balance. But know that knees are always an option here, and just keep pushing the ground away from you and pulling belly button, fastening tight to the spine so that you continue to build that strength and awareness of that core. If you're hanging out with me up here, we're going to take 10 of those knee taps. Knees scoop down and lift. Down and lift for 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, lower down chaturanga, lift the core on the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to your first downward facing dog. Big full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Start to walk this dog out. Take any movement you need to on the back sides of the legs. Keep melting the chest back and down. And then coming back towards stillness in this downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, step, walk, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach, tall mountain. Hands, heart, everything lifts, and here's where you might need that strap. So we're going to bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. If that's not working today, maybe you grab opposite wrists or opposite elbows. We're working towards opening up that heart space here. Find that alignment through your spine as you decide which bind you're taking today. Take a big inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, begin to fold, bending at the knees, pulling in through the core, and then dropping the top of the head down. Slow down your breath. Feel the shoulders like melt away from your ears. And with each inhale and each exhale, you just feel the low back lengthen, the top of the head get even heavier. Gently releasing through that bind. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. You choose how you get back to that downward facing dog. Just be sure to move with your breath. Go with the flow. Inhale, rise high up onto the tippy toes. Melt those knees towards the chest, melt the chest towards the thighs. Coming back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. And again, we're going to take those knee taps. This time 10 is what I meant to do last time. Scoop those knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Press into the pads of your fingertips. Take breaks when necessary. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that plank, alternating knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe. 5, neck long. 2, 1, chaturanga flow, or skip it, find downward facing dog. Woo, we're building that heat. Big full breath in. Inhale, rise high up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, step, walk, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up tall, mountain. Balance you did before, or maybe you can go a little bit deeper and bring the hands, interlacing the fingers. Hold the palms to touch. If this is for you today, inhale, open up through the heart, lift up, press down, press hips forward, and then exhale, begin to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, really start to melt through that back. And I'm going to offer you a little twist here. So bend deeply into the left knee. Take the knuckles over towards the left. And it's like you're taking a little twist here. Now we're starting to get into balancing a little bit, right? You might feel like this is a little funky. So keep pulling that belly button tight to the spine, keeping the core engaged as you lengthen out in both directions. Coming back through center, take a little fold. And bend the right knee, left leg starts to straighten, and you rotate open towards the left. Inhale brings our hands back to center. Let's gently release that grip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Catch a ragdoll arm bind here. Let the head hang heavy. Maybe sway side to side, just getting a little bit of traction on those shoulders. Releasing any tension that was built up. And then we'll release that down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to that plank, choosing your chaturanga flow, or skip it, find downward facing dog. Big, full breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, right leg is going to lift to the sky, 3-point, lengthen out, reach that leg away from you as you melt the left heel closer towards the ground. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other. Belly button is fastening tight to the spine. And then we'll exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Hi, sweet girl. Inhale, back up, parallel 3-point. Next one, we're going into that warrior one. So go ahead and find that strong foundation, foot between the hands. It's like a 45-degree angle with that back foot, and you inhale to rise strong. So slide that right hip back, left hip forward. Lift up through the low part of the belly as you sink deeper into that front knee. Hands can lift to the sky and then shoulders down the spine. If you're joining us for that humble warrior today, first I offer you to fold in half and reach those hands behind you like wings. Reach the top of the head towards the front of your mat, and then lift up the arches of your feet. Lift up your belly button and lengthen out your spine. Inhale, rise, hands to the sky. Exhale your way all the way back to a 3-point. Right leg lifts. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one. Lift, place that foot between the hands. Rise strong. Woo! Pull in through that center, and then take in your full variation, the same one we just did. Bring the hands behind the back to a scarf or a strap, or interlace those fingers. Press down, lift up through the low part of your belly, and then lift the heart. When you begin to fold, lengthen away from the outer blade of that left foot, and then begin to drop the crown of the head down towards the ground. So squeezing the high inner thighs towards one another. Pull up through that belly. Tell yourself you're so awesome. Yes. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale your way back to a plank. Take a chaturanga flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog. And then we'll inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-point. Extend out through those heels. And then rotate that ankle around one direction and then the other. As you exhale, find a cheetah nose to knee. Inhale back, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one. So as you land, find the strong foundation and then ground and rise from the earth. So you're rooting down, finding that stability in the legs, the belly, then the shoulders, and then reach up and lengthen through the top of the head. So moving into that humble warrior, arms by the sides, lengthen back, lift, and begin to fold. Reach through the top of the head, slide the shoulder blades towards one another, and continue to grow long in all directions. Belly button's lifting up towards the spine. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. So choosing same variation or a bound variation, lift up as you press down. Exhale begins to fold you, so you're picking up the arches of the feet, pulling up through the center of you, and then releasing the crown of the head down towards the ground. So I'm also like rotating my right hip forward just a little bit so it's more even with the left. And then inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Take your time, release your bind. Exhale your way down to the mat. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale for a cobra back bend. Let's hold here. Press into the tops of the feet. Pull your core away from the ground. Exhale back, child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Feeling that connection between the forehead and the earth. Releasing the space behind the back of the neck. Releasing the hips down towards the heels. And then when you're ready, begin to make your way back up to a downward facing dog. Playing again with jumping through to seated, or just walk your way up to the top of your mat and have a seat. Finding an easy seated position, we're going to end with a couple of side body stretches just to keep lengthening out through our torso. So finding that easy seat, begin to reach up and over through the side body, lengthening the back of the neck. Take a bend in that elbow. Maybe look up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, rise all the way up nice and tall. Then we're going to switch over to the other side. So the left arm is going to reach up. Take a bend in that elbow. You may notice, like I'm noticing right now, one side is a little bit different than the other. So be mindful of that as you move through your practice. You may need to hold something longer than I'm cueing. Just pause it. Or just let me keep talking, right? And then catch up. Inhale back up through center. Closing out today with a seated meditation. So up to you if you want to stay right on your mat, or if you would rather be with your back against the wall, or you need some kind of prop. But find your way into an easy seated position, and then begin to bring those palms down to the knees. Stack the shoulders over the hips and allow the eyes to float closed. Find a big full inhale through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. Big full breath in and out. Just start to scan through your physical body, finding awareness of sensations and loving what shows up, right? super easy to get very critical to ourselves. Just love whatever shows up today. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Deepening the breath. And then draw your attention towards your mind and how you have been feeling since you began this challenge, right? We're halfway through today. That is awesome. Find gratitude for yourself. Gratitude for who you are. Gratitude for where you are. Take a big final cleansing breath, just letting go of anything you don't want to take off of your mat. Big full breath in. Bringing the hands to heart center, the forehead towards the fingertips. Honoring yourself. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead. Honoring one another. Namaste, friends. Congratulations on getting through day 6 of the 12 days of yoga with Kat. You should be super duper proud of yourself, even if this is the very first video you have ever watched. You're fantastic and awesome and exactly right where you need to be at this moment. So enjoy that, find gratitude in that, love yourself, and love each other. I can't believe I just did this out in public. This is so cool.